and welcome to the Rich and Rick podcast. I'm Rick.
And I'm Rich.
And this is our new podcast where we're going to talk about any and everything. We're going to talk about life.
Yes,
we're going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about anything that's interesting that's going to make you say, and question things and answer some things and ponder some things.
Well, my first question to you is, Rick, how was it being on No Limit?
Wow, it was so surreal. Every day was Saturday.
Yeah.
Every day was Saturday, Rich. When I tell you, we didn't have to worry about bills. We didn't worry about cars, homes, none of that. We owned everything, and P was phenomenal. It was just a great situation. I met some of the most intriguing other artists, entertainers, actors that were very pivotal in the music industry and the movie industry to this day because of P.
About how old were you when Sons of Funk
jumped off? When we started, I must have been about 24 going on 25. But when I got with, I had already met P in Richmond, California. So he had moved to Richmond from the Calio projects from New Orleans, and we met at a barbershop. And P was crazy, man. It was like I was just talking to Moby Dick yesterday, and we was talking about how great of time we would have and how crazy everything was. Like C Murder was a comic, P was a comic. Silk was kind of more quiet, you know what I mean? But I was really close with Silk, and to this day, you know. And yeah, it was so surreal, man, and yeah, it was a good thing.
Okay, being famous.
Mm-hmm.
When did y'all actually know that y'all were like them guys?
You know, that's crazy that you asked it. I didn't know at first at all. So this is what happened. I was sitting at home. We'd already got. I'm gonna tell you all the story how we got to No Limit, but this I'm gonna move up some and tell you how what happened. So I was sitting at home. We had already signed with No Limit, and C Murder calls me, and you know how C is. Say, bruh, y'all done blew up.
Yeah.
I'm like, blew up? What you mean blew up? Like what? Like what? Like talk to me. He say, man, that Pushing Inside You is bananas all over the South, all over the Midwest. It's coming east, the West Coast, it's in the East Coast. And I'm like, wow, for real? He said, yeah, y'all want to go to the Bahamas?
So Pushin was actually the first song?
That was the first song.
That was the first song on the album?
Yeah, that was the very first song on the Bout It soundtrack. And it sold millions of copies, man. And we didn't know. And then Pete, he thought he was slick. He gonna push it all the way down to number 11.
Yeah.
But you came with a cream gonna rise to the top. You feel me?
Right. It took off, huh?
It took off, man. It took off literally by itself. And then it was but P was such a marketing genius. What he did was he put Pushin' and How You Do That there as a single. Mm-hmm. So you got 2 hit records. So he started promoting that, and that blew Pushin' up. It blew How You Do That there up. And next thing you know, like I say, C Murder called me. It was like, y'all want to go to the Bahamas? I was like, yeah. He said, man. So we go to the Bahamas. Get off the plane. First person I see is C. He got our plaques. He got our chains with the tanks. And I'm like,
surprise y'all.
Well, yeah. I'm like, oh, wow. Everything started to become so surreal. It was just, and No Limit, contrary to belief, was very private. We may seem like we was out there and, we was doing our thing as far as marketing and performances, but we was extremely family oriented and quiet and private. So we was at the BRE in the Bahamas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember it was big bunch of parties going on.
Yeah.
But we didn't go to other people's parties. P was just dead set against that. It's like, we don't party with nobody. I remember
No turning up.
we turned up with ourselves, with each other. You know, No Limit party with No Limit. That was just it. We didn't get down with nobody. And I remember, so P rented this huge riverboat, right? Yacht riverboat. And I remember, man, seeing Babyface sitting on the sand, looking, and it was a bunch of stars just watching us, and we partying, and we bumping all No Limit, right? And man, it was just so surreal, man. And we had some tragedy in our group in Sons of Funk, with a performer that was in our group named Rick Jones, which was a great singer. He's one of the greatest singers that I've met. He was phenomenal. He was a legend all through Richmond, California, and the Bay Area. Yeah. And when we signed, he met his demise, you know, shortly after, you know, and I really don't want to go too much into it, but, you know, he met his demise.
So he passed away?
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah, to Rick Jones. So P was like, yo, he was tripping. We thought we was about to get kicked off the label. And so P had heard of, I don't know how he found out.
Who that was in the group? That was, which one that was? That was the bald head one?
Nah, Rick, if you look, our very first picture was 5 of us. Yeah. And Rick's the oldest of the group, actually, and he had a phenomenal voice. And he was just wild. He just wilded out once P gave us that $100,000 a piece. So we started recording the album. We kind of hunkered down, and so when he found out, he said, "Well, I need y'all to fly to L.A. and come do the song I Miss My Homies." Yeah. So we went out there, and you know, we got with Moby and everything, and Pimp C and everything, because he's on the song and everything. So we was all together, and so we went to go shoot the video. Mm-hmm. So P said, "Hey, hook up with me and let me hear what y'all been working on for your album." I said, "All right, cool, man." So we did I Miss My Homies and everything. We was at a cathedral, big church, whatever, all in No Limit. I mean, from the bodyguards down, we was all there. And so it was over. So P said, "Hey, yo, come, let's hook up." So I said, "All right." So I played him the music. The very first song I played him was "I Got the Hookup. Holla if you hear me."
Oh, okay. Whoa. So y'all made that song?
Yeah.
Dang.
Sons of Funk.
I would have thought that was P track.
No, that was all Sons of Funk. He just came in with "I got the hookup. Holla if you hear me." Yeah. And you know, and he did his rap, you know. And
that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Y'all boys, y'all got some hits, man.
We were a lot of people don't know, but Sons of Funk was part of Beats by the Pound, because we were not just R&B singers, we was producers. Yeah. You know, we were just like Jodeci, like literally just like them. We produced, wrote, and sang. You know, we did everything.
Getting on writing, who did all the writing, or who was the writers behind Sons of Funk and these hits, these classics?
I wrote a lot. I penned a lot of the songs, but I'm gonna give my flowers to Desmond Mapp. Desmond Mapp was one of the greatest.
Shout producers. Out Des.
Yeah. Shout out to Des, man. He's one of the greatest producers that I've ever met, man. I'm talking about in my book, you know, I'm talking about like beats, like just straight beats, like rap beats. And for that time period that we was in, it was Dr. Dre, it was Daz Dillinger, it was Desmond Mapp, and KLC. They were phenomenal. You know, like, you know, so like Pushing Inside You, I wrote the majority of the song, but I needed Dez to produce the song right with me. I had the guitar part, I had the hook and the singing and everything, you know, the verses, but I needed him, you know, so So when I called him, I said, D, check this out, right? So he was like, bruh, bring your ass to my house right now. So I zoomed from Sassoon all the way to Oakland, right? Quick. And then when I got there, we both had the flu. So we was drinking this goddamn Theraflu and some other stuff to get you high, right? So we was high.
Robitussin.
Robitussin, yeah. So if you really listen to Pushin Aside, it's off. It's really off beat. Because we was high, you know.
Wow.
we was trying to get over the flu or whatever. And so that song came, man, and when we finished it, I mean, we immediately knew. It didn't take long. It took us about 20 minutes to do Pushin Aside You.
Yeah.
And man,
20 minutes to record it?
To produce it.
Oh, to produce it. That's making the track.
And then, so we couldn't really finish it all the way because Rick was on, he was just paroled from jail. So he had, you know, what is it when you can't really just move around? Probation,
Parole.
right? So the minute he got off probation, we went to the studio in San Francisco with, and we was recorded by a guy named, it was kind of two-part. We was in South San Francisco with this one guy, I forget his name, but we was with this one dude who recorded all the vocals, and that was Sookie.
Yeah.
And my homeboy Sookie did the vocals and everything. And man, when we knew, when Rick hit that high note at the end, I looked at there, I said, it's Lotto right here, baby. It's over with.
Yeah. Okay.
It's over with. Yeah.
Let's get on the verses.
Yeah, the verses.
You know, it's a lot of controversy, a lot of things that's out there on the web right now. Yeah. We have statistics, you know, fans of Sons of Funk all over the web wondering why y'all wasn't there and why y'all slept on, because y'all were like the hottest R&B group in that time of all times, quote. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of that time.
Of that time.
Yeah, so, man. And so I was in the Bahamas.
Okay.
And I was coming back. If I really would have pressed the issue, we would have been there. P got love for us, but one of us did some kind of, you know, political backdoor judicial stuff against him. And he ain't never forgot.
Yeah.
So I didn't really push the issue. You know, I talked to Silk and Juggy, and they were just like, you know, Rick, we'll, you know, hit you up, you know, if you really just want to be there.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, nah, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to just you know, upset the apple cart. But who I was happy to see there, man, was Young Bleed.
Young Bleed.
Yeah.
Yes, Carleon.
Yeah, Carleon. As you saw, he was ecstatic. He was jumping. He was just, he was in his world.
Man, he had that energy on him that night.
Yeah, man. It was so poetic, man. Rich, it was so poetic because my partner, man, he got his wings after doing what he truly loved. You feel me? And then he also got his wings where his idol received his wings, which was Tupac Shakur.
Yeah.
So it was poetic in a sense, you know what I mean? Nobody wants they loved ones, friends, and fathers or whatever to pass away, but if ever I think he ever wanted to go out in this world was how it happened.
Yeah.
You know,
R.I.P. Young Bleed.
R.I.P. Young Bleed, man. He was a wonderful, humble, beyond humble guy. He was like the southern version of Tupac. Mm-hmm. You know, like I knew Tupac coming from the Bay, and Tupac had the same personality as Bleed. If you really got to meet him, he was really a nice guy, man. And I remember Pac telling me right before we signed with No Limit, we was at Lake Merritt. he was always around Lake Merritt.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you why, because Shock G and Money B and them, Dez lived right here. Digital Underground lived right across the street from where Dez lived.
Yeah.
And where we rehearsed. So you can hear us rehearse and them rehearsing, right? And so Pac, he said, Rick, man, you know, because he knew my cousin, Big Money Otis and Pee Wee and all them. So all them cats is big legends in the Bay Area, you know. And so he said, Rick, man, I want to tell you something. I was like, what's going on, P? So he was like, bruh, like, I know you've been in the game a long time. You was with Motown when you was young or whatever. He said, but be mindful of publishing. And be mindful that the guy who's putting up the money for you wants some of the publishing to get his money back. Because, you know, it might just start getting hot on the radio. You want to start paying these cats back, and then you want to go back to them again when it's time to get some more money or whatever. So I was like, all right, cool, man. Thank you for the.
And this was Pac?
This was Tupac
Telling you this?
This is Tupac telling me this, right? And you know, he was always wise and telling, he talked to everybody. If you ran up on him, he gonna talk to you, you know, because one, he was a Black Panther.
Yeah.
You know, so he was about blackness and educating the masses or whatever. And so he told me that, but I used that when I got with P, even though me and P was friends, I used that, you know, and I was like, well, so P was like, look, I'm gonna buy y'all houses out here in Los Angeles. Y'all about to get the best brand new cars, which there was Mercedes and Rolexes, and well, he probably got Snoop some guns, but I didn't get I didn't get no gun. I didn't want no gun. So and we got everything else, you know, and then so we shared the publishing, you know, with P. Yeah. And it fared well for me. I live in a mansion to this day because of Master P. Yeah. You know, and shout out to Master P, Silk, you know, C, Mia, you know, everybody. All in No Limit. All in No Limit. Yeah. Yeah. Matter of fact, we was all together yesterday at Bleed's funeral. Oh, okay. So Mac was there, Mia was there, Moby Dick was there, I was there, V90 was there. V90 was the bodyguard. Yeah. Yeah, he was a wonderful guy, man.
Yeah, I want to send my condolences out to the family. Yeah. So if y'all ever come across this video, my condolences.
Ty G.
Young Bleed, Ty G.
Mama Florida.
Yes. Yeah. So what Sons of Funk been up to lately?
Sure, we got some hot stuff. We got a new little song.
Hold on, Rick. For those who don't know, this is Rico. Yeah. Sons of Funk, original member. Yeah. So, back to where we was at.
For those who don't know, RJ is also in Sons of Funk. We got a few, whole album that's coming out. It's called Sons of Funk Forever, the violin edition. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that's what we got going on. And then I'm doing country.
Country?
Yeah.
How that's going?
It's cool. I started a new group called Rowdy Roses. Okay. And the female group is called She Rowdy. All right. And so we gonna throw the dice at the country world and see what's happening, and get some more money, man. We trying to get this money, man.
Y'all got some country singles out?
I got a whole bunch of country singles out.
Performances, you still doing any performances?
Hell yeah, I get down like Bobby Brown and Chris. Well, more Bobby than Chris. Yeah. my back be hurting now. Shoot, my ankles be hurting. And so man, after the verses, my phone just blew up.
I could imagine.
We in I know North Carolina, South Carolina, we gonna be in Atlanta, and we gonna be in Kansas, and then oddly enough, at Bleed's funeral, it was a lot of promoters there. They bombarded us. They wanted us, Mia and Mac and everybody, and we were signing contracts believe it or not, at the funeral.
Oh man, they brought the business to the funeral.
They brought the business to the. They was like, we're gonna get everybody
here at once.
All in one, you know.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah,
man. You don't get to see that too often with the No Limit crew no more. Like everybody's been doing their own thing lately. Yeah. So,
but we all seem to get together, you know. You know, and I want to tell people about P, man. P is, like I say, he's a wonderful guy. He's a wonderful individual, man. And over the period of years, I see the change, you know. Mm-hmm. You know, he has changed, and we all do change, you know, from back then to now. Everybody, I think, change every 5 to 6 years. Your whole personality changed. However, if you knew how many people randomly came up to me and showed me, man, I met your boy P, came to the bank, and I told him I was shooting a movie, and he reached in his pocket, gave me $5,000. But then the people forget how much he's done for you, and then they stab him in the back, you know what I mean? And then they take him to court, and he was like, I gave you everything, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's heartbreaking, you know, and when I see him, you know, hey, Ric, you know, we good and everything. You know, we used to have lengthy conversations before, but, you know, they cool now, but there's not like, you know, before. And I understand, you know, now that I'm older and wiser, I can understand, you know, where he is. And he's experienced some things, you know, with the passing of his daughter and, you know, and I'll break up with Sonia. He saw the other side of people. Mm-hmm. And money will do that. Money will do it, man. You know, you'll see some things that'll happen.
It's not the money, it's the people.
It's the people. Yeah, you're right. It's the money is the money.
It's the heart.
Yeah, the money always
don't
gonna
have
be
no
money.
heart.
Money don't have no heart. Money only does what you allow it to do. Yeah. Yeah, it's the people. And when they got that money, or when they think they're gonna get the money, they get real treacherous, you know.
And P saw all that.
He saw it all.
Call P Mr. Cutoff Man.
Yeah. P cut that ass off. He cuts them off, bro.
What these movies you in?
We have a wonderful writer, producer. Her name is Donna.
Okay, shout out to Donna.
Yeah, Donna is phenomenal. She's an excellent writer and producer and director. And the movie that I'm in now is Blitches. Yeah. And I'm a warlock. And my character is Haro. Okay. I act a donkey. And Haro is I have this whole other alter ego, and soon as they say roll them, Haro kick in, and y'all, I'm telling y'all gonna love it. It's like I'm J.R. Ewing mixed with name people that people despise when they see them, but they love them, but they hate them.
Oh, that's you.
That's me.
You one of them.
I'm one of them.
Oh man,
you love to see them, but you know it's gonna be on and cracking.